Hello, this is Derek Green, and I'm actually doing my video about the TED Talks. The TED Talk I actually watched was about Simon Sinek and how great leaders inspire action. What surprised me about the video is that Simon actually put it in great emphasis about how great leaders make people get up with action. As far as just in visionaries such as the Wright brothers and how they got everybody to support and try to get behind the creation of aviation and planes. Another great example would be Martin Luther King, how he got a lot of supporters to support him, through the process of civil rights. Um, just by him being a great leader, it kind of resonated onto the people that followed him. So it's just kind of an interesting thing. I don't know if per se it'd be a golden circle, which he led to, say that certain individuals. I do think we all kind of possess this quality. A lot of us, may not have tapped into it yet, but I do believe that we're all capable of doing something great. It just happened to be like the Wright brothers or Martin Luther King. They actually stepped up and went for it instead of just letting their emotions not rise or staying dormant. So I do believe we all have the possibility to be great leaders inside us. I also thought was interesting how he developed the action of how positive just surrounds positive. If you're a positive leader, you have positive outcomes. If you have your soldiers on the front line, and they're good leaders, but all of a sudden, they have a bad leader who comes and calls the wrong play, or if you're on a football team, or the wrong play if you're on a basketball squad. So it all kinds of starts at the hierarchy of the leader, which I found to be, very interesting. You notice all the time, like all of these great players, for instance, Kobe Bryant or LeBron James, they lead the team, and it's just like as soon as they start playing great, everybody else starts playing great behind him. So it's more so a show and prove thing to me. It seems like if you show that your qualities are good enough to inspire somebody, people will take the time to listen. I guess you just have to be more so captivating in your approach of how you're going to captivate the audience, which brings me to another point. Another point is, it seemed like Simon Sinek had a different type of approach in explaining how he believes that great leaders inspire action. I mean, he could have went on with just look at the statistics. This person did this, but he kind of more rounded out and made a clear picture of how it starts at the top, but that's not where it ends. It kind of like flows through each of us, through each individual. So I mean, in any direction, I guess everybody has their part to play, but the leader, it has a more so hectic part, I guess you would say, because in times of crisis or in clutch times, everyone's looking to the leader to get us out of this horrible time, or we're losing, we're down by 8 points, 2 minutes to go. Who are we going to turn to? Of course, you're going to turn to your leader. So the leader has to learn how to deal with stress differently than other players, because how would soldiers act if they seen their general scared and retreating? I guess the whole front ranks or front lines will retreat right after him. So a leader kind of has to put his own emotions to the side for the use of a team per se, which means he just has to have a higher standard of what he's going to perform and how he's going to act, because he knows that people are going to be watching him. They're going to be watching him to kind of get familiar with what they should maybe be doing, or they're going to be watching him to see if he sweats. Now, if the leader knows sweat, no problem. 9 times out of 10, the team knows sweat, no problem. But if the leader sweats and have stress, 9 times out of 10, either the soldiers, either the team members, either the students, if it was a teacher, just many different scenarios. That's going to all come to an end. So it's better for the leader to have an exact notion of how he's going to act when great times are present and also when bad times are present. Um, I do agree with this video. I mean, I just clicked on expiring on a TED talk, and I do believe in inspiring actions. I do think Simon has a great conversation about how we all can learn within ourselves to try to be great people if we just dig down and know some key concepts of how to do things. I do believe that if we do use some of his formula, I do think that some of us can come up and step up to the plate and be better leaders. But as of now, I do think it only reserved for those very few who's willing and ready to do that. So this has been my video about Simon Sinek and how great leaders inspire action. Um, Glad to talk to you and glad to meet everybody. Derek Green, thank you for your time.